Hello guys and welcome to another Rascal Tech video. Today I'm going to be covering the build questions that everyone has been waiting for, where I bought the parts from, exactly how much I paid, and some build issues. So starting off with my first purchase being the frame, hub motor and front forks. I found this supplier on Alibaba, initially purchasing just the frame, and then after a few conversations about items they had to offer, I eventually purchased a 3000 watt rear hub motor, complete with a set of 24 by 3 inch tyres and a front wheel to match, and also front forks from the same supplier. But you don't need to look at just Alibaba, as this is a platform more for bulk buying units, so the cost for a sample unit can be relatively high when you include the shipping cost to your country. So kicking it off with the frame, this was $270 in total. The hub motor and front wheel and tyres was $528 and the front forks coming at $130, bringing us to a grand total of $928, which in pounds is roughly 684 quid. I definitely paid a little bit more than that, around the £700 mark once you included fees. So next, I'm going to cover the batteries. I picked up a set of EIG cells from eBay for a pretty good price. It included 15 perfectly good cells and one cell with a bent tab. Whilst trying to bend that tab back, I broke it. So I went back to eBay and bought another cell for £13.50 so I can complete my 16S 1P pack. I will eventually be going to 20S 1P. The next issue I had was due to using EIG cells, you really need a smart BMS that allows you to change the charging parameters, as most BMS systems that you can generally buy on eBay and AliExpress are set up for 18650 batteries. For an 18650 battery, you typically want to reach a charge voltage of 4.2 volts. Heading over to the EIG spec sheet, it shows a maximum charge voltage of 4.15 volts. I'm going lower than this so I can charge each cell to 4.10 volts max. This is the exact BMS I ordered from AliExpress. It's an 8 to 20S 80amp unit with an LCD display. If I need to go any higher, I will just bypass the BMS. The charger is going to be custom built using parts sourced from Banggood. You can easily find these on other known websites. I will provide a link below for the video I watched on how to build it. Moving on to the brakes, I decided to try some of the parts that the e-bike nut had covered in his videos. Starting with some hydraulic brake levers, these are essential in passing the MSVA test as they have the brake fluid levels built into them. To get these to work, you will need a set of adapters that he also sells on his eBay store. But to get it to work with your hydraulic brake hose, you'll also need a set of these M6 to M8 adapters. A set of Shimano BR MT424 piston calipers should be adequate enough for my needs. The price shown was for one purchase from eBay. To fit the calipers to the bike, I needed these post mount adapters shown on screen, also purchased from eBay, but very easy to source elsewhere. Just make sure that you order the correct mount size for your disc. I may have gone a bit cheap on the discs, but they will have to do for now. The price shown was for a complete set. On screen you're going to see a few more bits also purchased through eBay, and then after that I'm going to cover the build issues. Moving on to the rear swing arm issue, you can see in the top down shot that the swing arm is not parallel to the hub. If I had a rear hub motor that was wider, let's say a QS motor for instance, I might not be having this problem. For now, I'm probably going to try and stick with spacers and washers. If that doesn't work, then I'll be building a jig so I can adjust the swing arm. I did try tightening the axle bolts down fully, but this didn't really help with getting the wheel centered. So the last thing I'm going to cover is the tyres. Initially it had a set of 24 by 3 inch bicycle tyres. They looked okay but had no E markings on them, so in an MSVA test it would instantly fail. After I measured the rim, I got a measurement of 20 inches. How is this a problem? Most tyre places in the UK go from a 19 inch rim straight to 21 inch rim, skipping 20. So after some digging I found some Avon Speedmaster tyres that should hopefully fit. Brand new they are about £90, which is a lot to pay if you're not 100% sure that it's going to fit. Scanning through eBay once again, I found a new one for 30 quid and luckily it fitted perfectly. So now I'm patiently waiting to find a tyre for the rear. In the future I will be lacing a set of 19-inch motorcycle rims. So that wraps it up for this video. In the next video I will be stripping the bike back down so I can take the frame to a garage to have the VIN number stamped, after lockdown of course. The battery will be set up with a BMS and some custom parts will be designed and 3D printed on my Ender 3 V2. Until next time.